Well, guys, it's a little after 7. We're gonna get started. Just want to jump on first and say thanks for jumping on tonight. And obviously, we're getting ready for the fall harvest. For those of you guys who aren't coming, we are excited. We have a lot of people that have signed up for the Zoom, which is great. We're gonna go ahead and still send you guys out some of the swag. We do have an announcement of a new product. I'm not going to go into that tonight. I'll wait and save it for the event. But one of the main things that we are going to be talking about is a new marketing approach. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about how that came about and what we did. So most of you know that we developed this product called Trim. And we developed it with THCV, which is a unique cannabinoid. There are a lot of benefits to THCV. And so I'm going to talk just a tiny bit about that. But THCV, a matter of fact, let me pull up, maybe I can even pull up my screen and get to it. If I can share this quickly. So the first thing that I want you guys to know and remember, let me share the screen, share my screen. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see my screen here. Is as we talk about these cannabinoids, and you guys know, I mean, Keith, he talked to me for a long time when we first started, was how can we extract as many cannabinoids as possible? Obviously, most everybody on here should know about CBD and CBG and CBC and CBDV and CBN, right? We talk about those a lot because that's the cannabinoids you're going to find in our oil. We also have obviously our sleep product with CBN, and then we've got our CBG, dominant oils. But we haven't really focused on this one until now. And this one right here, you can see me circling this THCV. The number one thing I want you guys to take away from it is the cannabinoid pathway, right? This is a completely different pathway to get to here than it is to get to Delta-9 THC. Delta-9, everybody knows that's the one we generally stay away from because we don't want anybody to fail a drug test. We don't want anybody to get high. Sorry for those of you who want to get high. But THCV, the reason I want to show you this pathway is so that you feel confident in being able to talk about it. And there's some really, really good and amazing things that come with THCV. Let me just share with you a couple of the studies. Obviously, it's an appetite suppressant, which is really, really good as far as helping people that struggle with sugar cravings, like me. I'm raising my hand. THCV, the studies are showing that it can help with diabetes. So this is a big, big deal because it regulates your blood sugar levels and reduces insulin resistance. So that's pretty dang awesome. It's been shown to reduce, in a couple studies, panic attacks. So it can help with anxiety, helps with patients that have PTSD, can help with Alzheimer's, and it helps stimulate bone growth because it can promote growth of new bone cells. So it's being looked at right now for osteoporosis and other bone-related conditions. So that's what, the benefits of THCV are. And so what I was talking actually today, I went and met with Keith and we were discussing something. And here's what I want you to take away from tonight. I want you to take away 3 things. First thing, when people ask, what is Sukavu? We're not a weight loss company, right? And really, even we're not a cannabinoid company. If somebody said to me, they said, what is Sukavu? What do you guys do? I would say this: we are an endo balancing company. We balance your endocannabinoid system. Let me share my screen again. Sorry, I just want to share this because I think this is important. So hopefully you guys can still see my screen. This right here is, to me, the picture of what we do. Is we focus on balancing people's endocannabinoid system. So people who take trim, for example, who say, wow, I feel more clear and focused. It's not about weight loss for me. That's a side benefit, is maybe I don't have crave sugar, but I feel more clear. I feel more focused. Why is that? It's because we're balancing your endocannabinoid system, right? And the more balanced it can be, because it's communicating with all other systems, the better off you are. Now, that doesn't mean you're never going to get sick. It doesn't mean you're never going to, feel bad, any of that. What it does mean, though, is you have a much better chance at feeling good. So this is what I always tell people. If you have a pendulum, right, and on this side is super healthy, on this side is, and I would even say fit. Let's say you're fit, super healthy and fit, and here you're just healthy, and here you're sick. If you can be and it's your same thing with your immune system. If your immune system is really on point, and it's like you got great, good, and bad. If it's great, it's got to get the good before it ever gets the bad, if that makes sense, right? So the more fit we can be, we have to get the good before we get to unhealthy. And so the more my endocannabinoid system is great, it has to get the good before it ever gets the bad. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm not sure which, cannabinoids and our endocannabinoid system is like vitamins and minerals. We need them on a consistent basis. It's not like something, just like our bodies store minerals in our bones and stuff. And that's good. Our body will store phytocannabinoids as well, but it's deficient. The main reason it's deficient is because we don't eat the same foods that our grandparents did. We just don't. Excuse me. We're not getting the phytocannabinoids in the kale and the Brussels sprouts and the broccoli and everything else that we used to get. And so, again, the number one thing, the first thing I want you to take away from tonight is we are an endo balancing company. That's what we are. If somebody said, what do you do at this point in time? When somebody says, Zane, what do you do? I always say, I help people live a Kavu life or live unlimited by balancing their endocannabinoid system, which is why people, and I'll use Kristen Ness, who's on the call tonight, she doesn't need to lose weight. She's on the opposite end. She's like, I got to gain weight. She's like, I'm that, 1% person, which is great. But she takes trim because of how it helps her balance, which gives her focus, energy. And she's like, man, I just feel better. And the reason she feels better is because she's in balance. So that's the first takeaway that I want you to take away from tonight, is that you have an endocannabinoid system, as does every other American, or even every other human, not just Americans. And if we as a company can help them be in balance, they have a better chance long-term from avoiding some of the other issues. So that's the first thing. Second thing that I want you to take away from tonight is part of what you're seeing is a presentation that we've created, and it will be uploaded in your back office. I actually need to make one change to it, because the one that I recorded, I need one change. It'll be uploaded in your back office, and you can learn this presentation and share it quickly and efficiently, and help people learn how to be endo balanced and learn about a few products. It will be in your back office. I will also be teaching it, and we'll be teaching it at Harvest to show you how to do this. The third thing is that we've been able to conduct a bunch of studies and trials, and the results are coming back extremely positive. Which leads us to the third thing I want you to take away, is that we at corporate have created a cool marketing system that we're going to teach you at Harvest, how you can get 10 new customers and potentially even people that may want to join the business. And we're going to teach you exactly how to do it. And we've been beta testing it and doing it with people to make sure that it works and to show you how to do it. So tonight, the number one thing I want you to learn, again, number one, most important, we're an endo balancing company. That's what we are. At the end of the day, what do? We help people get their endocannabinoid system in balance. And we do that by the products that we've created. The second thing is, I want you to feel confident and learn how to do a very simple presentation. And I'm confident that everybody here can learn it. I recorded it. It's in my voice. You can share it, or if you want to just do it yourself, you absolutely can. And the third thing is that we've created a marketing system around this, how to share, so that you can do it again quickly and efficiently. And as a company, we're going to support you and show you how to go out and get 10 new customers. And we're going to teach you that at Fall Harvest. So we're excited about it. I'm personally excited about it because we started proving it out and showing how it would work. We got the support of our staff and our team, and we've been ironing out the bugs. But it's super exciting to be able to say every person on this call, when you leave Harvest in the next 2 weeks after that, we're going to show you and share with you at Harvest how to do it. Literally step by step, do this, do this, do this. And we've already done it and started proving it and had success with it, which we're very, very excited about. So I know we've worked really hard again on the website. We've worked hard on the comp plan. We have some people who are having success with this. And again, we're gonna roll that out at Harvest, which is literally in 2 weeks away. For those of you coming, I'm excited to see you. I'm excited to give you a tour of the facilities and to hang out with you. For those of you that we'll see on Zoom, I'm excited to see you on Zoom. And more than that, I'm excited to share with you what we've put together to help you. You know, this is an interesting industry. As you guys know, it's hard to run social media ads. It's hard to, you know, recruit people. And also we all know, you know, it's not always fun to go talk to your friends and family and how do we help them? Even though we know these products can help them, it's how do we do that? And I think we have a very cool way to do that. So that's what I have for you tonight. I think Tammy had some stuff that she was going to discuss about the back office. Tammy, am I right?
Yep.
So let me stop sharing my screen and turn the time over to you.
Awesome. Okay. So since it is getting close to the end of the month again, I just wanted to go over how you can check if you are close to having enough PV to qualify for the monthly override. So the commission that you earn on representatives that are underneath you. So this is my back office, and yours is going to have the same, not exact same info, but the same stuff. The go-to thing that I use is this business snapshot right here. It'll be on just your front page. And really, if this number over here is different than this number over here, then you just have to do a little bit of math. Okay, so that means that my customers, I've got 36 PV from customer sales, and I have 99 altogether. So that means I did a personal sale, and so part of my PV will come into here. So as we've kind of talked about before, you need 250 total PV to be able to qualify for the override, for the monthly override, and 150 is capped for your own personal sales. You don't have to have any of your own personal sales. It can all 250 come from customers. But if you are ordering your own, then it just caps at 150. And we've kind of talked about why on that in previous calls, but if you have questions on that, I'm happy to go kind of deeper into why we do that. So this is just kind of a good snapshot to look at, see where you're at. If you're really close, just push it a little harder the next couple of days, see if you can get some of those customer sales. Or if you have enough customer sales and you have your own personal sales that you can kind of pop in to bump you over, that would be amazing. The other thing that I wanted to show you is this cute little bell up here. This is one of my other go-tos that I think everybody should know about. So this is your notification center. You click on it, it tells you all sorts of cool stuff. See, I've had Zane Gray join as a new customer quite a few different times. He's probably my biggest customer right now. No,
that's a lot of trial and error right there.
Yeah, we do testing a lot with my account, so he shows up quite a few times. But this is where you are going to see a lot of things. So if a new customer pops up, it's going to let you know. If one of your customers or representatives places an order, it's going to let you know. You can click on them. It'll take you to their information. It'll take you to their orders. And there's all sorts of stuff that you can view from there. So that notification button is kind of a big thing. This just shows everything, but if you're wanting to just only click on team things or prospects or community rank advancement, you know, if you're kind of watching some of those things, those are all things that you can watch for, but really I just have it on all, and then I just kind of look over and see the different things that have happened. Okay, so that's kind of a big thing for you guys to know is available for you. And then that way, if you do see a new customer pop up, you can reach out to them. If it was somebody that you didn't realize was going to be ordering or whatever, then you can kind of reach out to them that way. So that's a good thing. The other thing I want to show you really quick over here in tools, documents and media. This is where that presentation that Zane's talking about, this is where we're going to put this. It'll be under training videos. Right now we have Zane's presentation, and it's just the PowerPoint portion of his presentation. So you guys are welcome to use any of those. You click on it, you're just going to view it. It'll make you download it, and then you can view it on your computer. So it's his presentation that he goes over. You can click on each individual page. You can print out one page at a time if you're wanting to use this cannabinoid wheel, which is kind of a great thing to show the THCV, showing the pathway, right? Why would we have them pick Sukabu? So there's all of these. You're welcome to use the picture of Zane's family. We'll probably end up taking that out.
That's actually the piece that I got to remove.
Yeah, we'll be taking that out, and we'll be updating the PowerPoint. But right now, that's what's in there that's available for you to use if you want to use that before we get the other video up. But this is where that's going to be. And then you also have in here, you have product one sheets. There's a ton of one sheets in here that you're welcome to click on and print out yourself, or just share electronically to others. There's a podcast that Zane did, which is cool, there it is. Really neat to listen to, just getting more and more training and hearing Zane tell all about cannabinoids over and over and over again are really going to help you with your business to be able to share it your way and to have that information kind of in your brain. So there's so much information that we have in the back office that you can do. Now, one other thing that I quickly wanted to point out, if you place an order through, you're logged in as yourself and you place an order through your back office, this is where you get your 35% discount, okay? If you go to the actual website, even if you log in, like to the sukabu.com website, even if you're logged in, you will pay retail pricing, and then you will receive 35% back in instant cash. Okay, so you're still going to get your 35% off, but it comes back in instant cash. So if you want it right off from the get-go and you want the lower pricing right to begin with, make sure that you for sure order it from your back office. Okay, so those are just a couple things that I've noticed lately on things. Are there any questions about back office that, you know, super quick ones that you want me to go over? Let me know real quick, and then otherwise I'll turn it over. Okay, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you. Call me if you have questions. I'm here. You know, call me. I have nothing to do till you guys call or email.
Got lots to do. Don't say that.
Thanks, Tammy.
Last but not least, I know Steve is on from Florida, and Steve has been an integral part of everything from our compensation plan to everything we're doing. And Steve, can you close us out tonight?
I can, but I have to start with Pam. By the way, Pam, you look great. Your attitude is great. What a difference, right? A week makes. What a difference great health makes, right? Which is what we're all here for. So if we needed a testimonial of how important health is and how it affects the balance in your life, thank you for giving us that tonight. Also, I just want to say for those of you that can make it to the Hall of Harvest, I'm going to be there as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in person. I can tell you from all the conventions that I've been to some conventions with 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 20,000 people. But they're always the same. What a real convention isn't about some magical system we're going to teach you or some special product we're going to introduce. What people walk away with at every convention I've ever been in is a belief. That's the intangible, that getting in a room with like-minded people, passionate people, I'm saying walk away with more than a technique. If there is any great technique that I would say is the secret to sales, the secret to changing people's lives is the power in believing in what you're doing. And you really only get that in person. That's one thing Zoom hasn't mastered yet, right? The personalization of belief that you get from seeing someone. The other thing I want to say is that while our system is about balance, to somebody who maybe, who's ordering Pizza Hut every night, he may not be looking for balance. He may think that sounds like a yoga hugging session, right? But in reality, right, what's the opposite of balance? It's dysfunction. And that's what most of us have in our lives, right, with our health, right? There's something dysfunctional about their health. And it's a whole lot easier for people to see that sometimes of what's really going on in their life about than what's missing in their life. And so I think whoever you're talking to is probably not too hard to find when you really make the word balance something very real to them. And that's what I talked about when Zane and I started working together about 6 months ago. It was no longer about, like I said, nutrition you can feel, but nutrition that can save your life. Same strategy, right? A lot of times the same formulas, but with a very different message and a very different purpose, which is what some of you have experienced, on this phone call. So again, I would look at that. The other thing that I was thinking about when Zane was talking was, how do you relate that I can't even say it, that word system, right? To what people understand, right? Because when you use a terminology that people understand, sometimes they kind of zone it out, right? And so I always think that our body is sort of like computer chips, right? And it tells our brain, what to feel and what to do. And that's really where I would say that Zane is reprogramming our bodies, right? Differently than, because we've ruined it, we've abused it, right? We've unprogrammed it through the way we don't exercise and the way that we eat, or the medications that we take. And there's reprogramming or balancing, depending on the terminology that you're comfortable with, is our approach that's so different. And when you come to the fall harvest, I think the one thing you'll walk away with besides belief is how to communicate that belief in a way that everyone understands. To do that, I think that's what is critical. The other thing is, I think that the one thing that we've done in the past month, which is why I say it, which is given ourselves our own sense of belief, is we've sold the product ourselves. We're not only in the business of telling you what to do, right? But if we're going to lead by example, we had to do it ourselves. And that means we made the phone calls. We got the people in the room. We sold them the product. We're getting the results. We're following up. And whether that system be that we give them a sample or sell them a $250 worth of products, that's going to be up to you, which system you believe in. I mean, someone like Dada and might believe in something different than we do, but if you believe in the products, it doesn't matter. But we're going to at least come to that stage and we're going to talk about what we believe in because we actually did it. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. And then other people will come on that stage with their system and their belief, and they'll give you options. That's what's great about this business is we don't dictate it from the top, right? Is that we learn from everyone and then we share those stories. So we want to share your health, share your wealth, share the stories, share our belief, share our systems that we're going to do that. So I hope you can make it. I hope you can make it. without Zoom, because there's nothing better than a hug, a look in the eye, and a sharing of the story, and hearing people's real results on the products and real results on how they share these products with other people. So look forward to seeing everybody. And with that, Zane, I'll turn it back to you to say goodnight.
Thanks, everybody. We are excited to see you again. Those of you that can't make it in person, we understand. But at the same time, those of you that can, we can't wait to see you, and like Steve said, touch and give you a big hug. I'm excited to meet some of you for the first time, and those of you that we've met already, to see you again. So thanks so much for jumping on tonight. Again, super excited about where we're going and what we've got, and we are excited to share. And I love what Steve said. So have a great night, everybody. Get feeling amazing, because we're going to see y'all in 2 weeks. Okay. See you, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank Good you. night.